We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for clicking the play button. Hopefully you hit that like button as well. That's the only price of admission for our live streams, is to simply hit the like button. Hit that thing. Hit that like button. Stop BSing. I'm not asking you to go in your pockets or nothing. Just hit the like button. All right, gang. And if you're feeling extra generous, consider sharing this video by hitting the share link below the video, copying the link, and sharing it on Reddit, LinkedIn, Facebook groups, X. Make sure you tag me wherever you share it, and so I can show you some love. Shout out to all my blues, man. Who we got up in here today? I'm sorry, I'm not very sharp this morning. I'm getting myself together. I had my hot tea. I did not have anything to eat yet, but my wife is making me a sandwich because that's what women do for their husbands. They make sandwiches. Shout out to D. What's going on, D and Vash? How y'all doing? Shout out to D and Vash up in the building, man. And all my blues who have yet to pull up. All right, Joy Reid has been showing her hind parts. Both she and Don Lemon are, they are of the Fired crew, and they are on their podcasting circuit right now, trying to get their voices out there and still saying stupid sugar honey iced tea at every stop. They're not wasting any time saying the dumbest, most ridiculous things they can possibly say. So Joy Reid goes on to Don Lemon, right? And this chick is talking about if Canada and the United States were to ever get into fisticuffs. She claims that, and she said this with glee, that the U.S. would get our asses handed to us. We would get beat down. That's what she said. I ain't making this up. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Joy Reid on Don Lemon doing her thing, trying to get her voice back out there. Also, we're going to talk about Anna Navarro, who says something else dumb. If you listen, we can play a drinking game on how many times anybody from The View say something dumb on somebody's platform when they feel comfortable and they feel like they can say whatever they want to say. And also, we're going to talk about how Senator Kennedy says the new Republican strategy is to simply let the Democrats talk. Let them speak. Let them say what's on their mind. You know what I mean? That's the best way to do it. Make sure y'all hit the like button, gang. I do realize it's lunchtime. It's Friday. And is it Friday? No, is it Thursday? It's Friday. It's lunchtime right now. And don't want to date this video, but that's the time we posting it, 12 o'clock on a Friday. But here's your girl right here. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Shawty she's something else, man. She is something else. And Joy Reid, same thing, man. She's something else too. Oh, you thought I was talking about Joy when I said she's something else? Or I may or may not have been talking about Don Lemon. All right, so that wasn't right. I take that back. I retract that statement. But before I move forward, I do want to say this. Sometimes it feels like U.S., like our mainstream media companies, give people the job, give the people who hate the country the job of reporting the news. And that makes no sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense to me. I do realize that they are in their positions to push propaganda. Most times they're in those positions to push whatever agenda the left want them to push. But I was always of the thinking that if you worked for the federal government or if you were a politician on either side, that you loved this country and you was working for this country to be better. I've later found out that it seems like the Democrat Party are filled with people in the government and on these mainstream media sources who do not care for the country too much. And they almost act as if they cannot wait for the country to fall. Like they want to see it blow up. They want to see it explode. They want to see the economy do bad when their pick is not in the presidency. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. Almost like they're not living here. They're living in the same country we're living in, but they want to see everything in disarray if they were not the ones to pick the president. It makes no sense to me. It blows my mind, really. All right, check this out. Don't know if you've seen it, but this is absolutely ridiculous.
Grampy Trump, let's talk. Let's talk. First of all, you can't make Canada the 51st state without going to war with them. And let me explain how that happened, how that worked out the last time we tried to go to war with Canada. They burned the White House to the ground in 1814 and won the war. Canada beat us in the War of 1812. They probably liked their chances against us. We're not going to beat them in a war because we have never been able to do that. You'd have to occupy a country that is equivalent of the size of the United States, in which the top 2/3 of it is uninhabited, frozen forest land that touches the Arctic. You know how that worked out when the Nazis tried that with Russia, which is the equivalent of Canada on that part of the world? We gonna lose. We don't have enough troops to occupy. They are a country of 39 million people who have about as many guns per capita as we do.
All right. Feel free to fact check her right now. I'm about to show. Listen, this is how we get down over here, right? So, first of all, this is not the 1800s, young lady. This is not the 1800s. And I'm sure you're happy about that, because if it were, hold on one second. Here's my sandwich. Oh, thanks, babe. Babe, I'm in the middle of a daggone stream. You talking about the... Thank you, babe. Appreciate it. Thank you. No, I'm fine. I appreciate it. Yeah. Wifey just now bought me a sandwich because she know who wear the pants around here. She better shut up and make me a sandwich. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So hold on. So this is not the 1800s anymore. All right. She is excited that what happened? We lost. They burnt down the White House. We're going to lose. They got more guns than us. They're better than us. They're stronger than us. They're richer than us. They're strong. They're faster than us. They're bigger than us. Texas would whoop Canada's ass by itself. I stand on that. Feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Purple Lambo says her words are meant for people that don't know any better and are too dumb to do any research. Don't we have 350 million people and guns? Didn't Canada just confiscate all of their weapons from their people? That's exactly what they did. Door to door. Door to door. All right, hold on one second. This is what the word, okay, I'm not supposed to put that on the screen, bro. We're supposed to be respectful, respectable. Okay. Happy Friday, everybody. Yeah. I have a question for y'all. Do y'all think that not even a whole country going up against Canada, how do you think Texas will fare against Canada? How do you think Florida will fare against Canada. I know Texas will whoop their ass. I don't know about Florida. Florida is so happy-go-lucky, you know, always nice over there. They're going to the Disney World and all those places, enjoying themselves. You know what I mean? And Cali, I would say Cali, but Cali some you know what I mean? Who we gonna send on them? The Crips and the Bloods? Because everybody else, Cali is a very weird state. And if you're in Cali, I'm not throwing no shots at you. I'm just saying, based off of what I see, Cali is weird. And I'm not depending on Cali to fight for me. I apologize. I would allow Texas to fight for me, but not Cali. That's just me. I'm not depending on no daggone California to fight for me, bro. At all. At all. So here's Joy Reid right here. So somebody posted this, and I decided to share with y'all just to give y'all a reminder of who Joy Reid is. This is she trying to get her voice back, saying whatever she possibly can say. Whatever she says on a podcast is for shock value. It's to rile up her base. It's not to be. She don't care about being fact checked. She don't care about none of that. That's no longer a part of her life. She's essentially a content creator looking for another job on a high level, the same way she had on MSNBC. So when she makes appearances on Don Lemon or other places, just expect for her to just try to add some shock value to the conversation. Because when it comes to substance, it's not a whole lot of that. Check this out right here, gang. And I don't know how many of y'all hit the like button yet, but smash that thing. It ain't too late.
Why would conservatives think fact checking is biased against them? I mean, what are you sharing if you keep getting fact checked for false information? Think about it. What were conservatives sharing on Meta that was getting flagged so much? Are they spreading false information? And why were they so eager? And why are Republicans in general so eager to end the idea of fact checking? What are they trying to share? What is the motivation for not wanting it to be fact checked? Why would conservatives think fact?
Time out. Time out. Bruh, I hate to do this. Did I keep on hearing the smoke detector beep in her background? I promise you, that smoke detector, man, don't like black people. Whenever a black person does a video, that smoke detector always beep. It not in mine because I'm a professional. And plus, I change batteries. I also change smoke detectors after 6 months because then the batteries don't matter. It don't matter. You can change the battery all you want, but you're supposed to change the smoke detectors every 6 months, right? But and I might be a little some fire. If you're from the fire department or something, I did not add the beep. I promise you. This beep is original. This is a Joy Reid official video from her TikTok page. Nobody added the beep. You got to hear it, bro. Joy Reid, this is ridiculous. I cannot believe you. Change your damn smoke detection. That's hilarious. That daggone smoke detector. I want to see one person that's white do a video, and then I hear that smoke detector beep. Listen to this.
Why would conservatives think fact checking is biased against them? I mean, what are you sharing if you keep getting fact checked for false information? Think about it. What were conservatives sharing on Meta that was getting flagged so much? Are they spreading false information? And why were they so eager? And why are Republicans in general so eager to end the idea of fact checking? What are they trying to share? What is the motivation for not wanting it To be fact checked.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know why that tickles me so much, man. I don't know why that tickles me so much. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, oh. It's a good sandwich, babe. This is a good sandwich. Thank you so much. This thing is delicious. Oh, yeah. Mm. All the men out there who don't have you a woman that will make you a sandwich, you better get one. Because the Bible says, a man who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Mere logic says, Texas versus Canada. Texas, hold my beer, 1,000%. Joy Reid is tripping. She set tripping, actually. She crip walking and set tripping. No bull. Oh, thank you so much, Brenda. That's so nice. Y'all are so nice sometimes, man. I promise you. I really appreciate that. So she always toasts my she always toast yours as well. Thank y'all so much for the support. So I just wanted to show y'all that. Joy Reid, I hope you land on your feet. I also hope you change out your smoke detector battery. And I also hope you stay away from Don Lemon's channel. Like the dude, he's trying to build something over there. He is a content creator right now. He's no longer a journalist. He's no longer a mainstream media network, news network host. He's not that. You're not that. Potentially you can get back on your feet, but hopefully you have a come to Jesus moment. Like you really, think about that silliness that you want to put out there and spew to Democrats, man. It's irresponsible. It really is. Not that you'll take my advice because I'm only a lowly content creator just like you and Don Lemon. But I mean well. I mean, continue to come from the heart, but have some common sense behind that. Don't put the United States up against no damn Canada. Here's what's real. There are huge countries out there, huge, ginormous countries that fully focus on their armies and their military. The Russias, the Chinas, and none of them can F with us. None of them. This is the type of belief that you need to have in your country that you live in, that you're a part of, that you pay taxes in. It's not delusional belief. It's just understanding that this is what the United States is built off of. We are the international bullies, man. And that's in a good way. Not only do we protect ourselves pristinely, but we protect other nations. Who in the hell, what other country out there, when they're in a conflict, they say, man, I wish we had Canada on our side. That would really help us. That would really make us feel comfortable and make us feel secure. That would make us feel like we can potentially win. You think Russia is on the phone saying, man, it looked like we're about to be attacked by China. Who can we call? We should call Canada. Ain't nobody calling no daggone Canada. Nobody's calling Canada for help. Everyone's calling the US. This is how stupid you sound, Joy Reid. I have to say Reid because my wife named Joy. She probably hear me and start running down the steps and being abusive. But come on, bro. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. And if you're Canadian, I'm not trying to poop on you. I'm not trying to disrespect you whatsoever. I'm just saying, I know what the United States is capable of. I know what we're built of. You know what I mean? We bled and died for our freedoms that we have. just so people like Joy Reid can get on her soapbox and just completely sugar honey iced tea all over it as if we're not moving in the right direction. Of course, she's going to cry and bitch and moan that we aren't moving in the right direction only because the woman she wanted to win did not win. That's unfortunate. But you sound salty and you sound dumb as hell by reminding people of, well, we know what happened in the 1800s. How did that look for us? So if we do it again, history will repeat itself. See, that's the problem with Democrats. They live off of selling us that fear that history will repeat. That's the only way that they keep the Democrats voting Democrat, by selling that fear. If you vote for Trump, you're going to be slaves again. Did y'all hear that? If you vote for Trump, you're going to be slaves again. If you vote for Trump, slavery coming back. If you vote for that. And people actually ran with that. History repeating itself is what they sell on every single time they open up their mouth. And that's unfortunate. Ain't nobody calling on no damn Canada for no help, for no aid. Please tell me now if I'm lying. If I'm lying, bro, correct me. I'm a novice when it comes to politics. I don't know a whole lot. I don't claim to know a whole lot. This is simply common sense and lived experience that I speak from. I voted Democrat my entire life. The last administration was partially my fault. I voted for Biden. I wasn't ready to vote conservative yet. I wasn't ready to vote Republican yet. I just wasn't. With everything that I knew, I still wasn't ready.
Why would conservatives think fact checking is biased?
And then they keep on saying the fact checking and the lying. Stop that too. Because they always want to act as if Trump does all of this lying. But then every single time somebody from the left misspeaks, they never say anything about it. And that's the BS I don't like, man. That's what made me vote Republican this time. Y'all are full of sugar honey iced tea, bro. I want to cuss so bad because it's Friday. And on Fridays, you get a pass. On Fridays, you can cuss. I don't know if y'all know that. But on Fridays, you can cuss. Okay. That's in the Bible. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. So here's Anna Navarro, right? She went on the show and she has something to say about you, about us, and specifically about her fellow Hispanic community who voted for Trump. Check this out. It blows her mind that they are excited that Trump won.
Police departments in South Florida are signing cooperation agreements to be deputized as ICE. When we, I keep thinking, okay,
this is going to be
going to change the way folks, they're gleeful. Everybody I know who voted for Trump is gleeful and supportive of everything he's doing. Police departments in
being gleeful for the president that you voted for usually happens when you believe in that person you voted for. Also, being gleeful for the person you voted for also happens when the person you voted for does what they said they would do when they was running. A little bit of promises made, then keeping those promises go a long way. Even if they're Hispanic. You think simply because they was Hispanic that they didn't realize what Trump was saying? They knew what he was saying. Anna, I want you to understand this. And hear me clearly, young lady, as if this is ever going to reach her, but I hope it does. Anna, and thank you so much, Ali Summers. Shout out to Mrs. Van for taking care of her man. I didn't say she's taking care of her man. I just said she fixed me a sandwich. She need to rub my feet and my shoulders a lot more. Huh? Back it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Drop it like it's hot. Do a couple of handstands. Coochie popping on a handstand. That's an actual hip hop song. Coochie popping on a handstand. That's an actual hip hop song. But anyway, let me get back to it. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Ali. She is taking care of me. She's trying anyway. Here's the thing, Anna. You sound very racist. You sound like you yourself don't have any respect for the Hispanic community, because to act as if these people did not know what they were voting for, that is extremely condescending, extremely dismissive. Everyone knew what they were voting for when they went to the voting booth. And to see it come to fruition, these people are excited. Here's the thing, Anna. Some people who bust their asses waited years to receive their paperwork and become citizens of this country. They really feel like they are American citizens now. They celebrate that. They love that. The fact that we went through everything we went through. We had to learn everything we had to learn, take whatever classes we needed to take. We had to make sure we got this information and that information, cross off all of our T's, dot all our I's, and they are proud of everything that they did, and they're proud to be Americans now. And then they look at the Biden administration trying to bring in tens of millions of illegal immigrants and allow them to skip the processes that they went through to become American citizens. Now, please make that make sense. When have you ever, and this goes for any of y'all out there, when have y'all ever been in line to get on a ride, to buy food, to be serviced somewhere? You're at a car wash station. When does it ever make you feel so happy to see somebody go past you and just go straight to the front of the line, get what they want, and leave, smile at you on the way out the door? When does that make you feel good? We all have to go through this. We all have to work together to become and maintain, become American citizens and maintain the way that we are. I know that probably don't make any sense, but that's okay. It's Friday. I don't make sense all the time. I know some of y'all depend on me to make sense all the time, but when does that ever make sense to you? We don't applaud people that skip the line. I don't give a damn if you paid extra for your pass. I'm still going to look at you like I'm going to look at you crazy. I'm going to watch you. I'm going to watch you the whole time you go up to that counter. If I'm waiting to get on a damn plane and I know I paid the same amount of money you paid for your tickets, and then I see you go past the line and just walk up to the front and then get on, I'm wait, whoa, 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 what's happening here? I ain't trying to be no snitch or nothing, but what's happening here? Anna, get your life together. Get your sugar honey iced tea together. People are excited about what's happening because they voted for it. We voted for it. Okay? We voted for this. If I'm not making any sense, guys, feel free to correct me. She's saying that these people are actually gleeful. I can't believe they're gleeful about what they voted for. I can't believe you was gleeful about what you voted for. I can't believe that you proudly stood by Kamala Harris, knowing good and well she didn't even know what the hell she was doing the entire time she had the job as VP. I can't believe you tried to take up for her when she was being interviewed and asked about the border, and she said, I've never been to the border. But I've never been to Europe either. What the hell does that mean? I can't believe that you tried to take up for Biden. Listen to this video right here. This chick is going to actually compare Donald Trump's mentality to Biden's by saying that he answered questions on interviews. Listen to this, bro. Like Anna Navarro, I actually wanted to like her. Because y'all know me, being that I've been Democrat my entire life, I try to give people a shot, even if they're Democrat or in the middle, independent or whatever, Republican, it does not matter. I wouldn't even be on this side right now if I weren't objective in taking in asking questions and receiving answers. I will still be stubborn and voting blue no matter who, and not talking about Trump is bad, orange man bad, he racist, he fascist, all. I would do all of that if I just wanted to stay in that stupid ass echo chamber that I was once in. Anna, grow the hell up, bro. Sis, you got to be honest with yourself. I can't believe that people actually depend on you for the news or for a valid opinion on what goes on in our country. Clearly, you are delulu as. I'm trying my best not to cuss, but it's Friday, and we do get a pass on Fridays. That's in the Bible. Check this out, man. This chick is actually trying to compare Biden's.
Well, here's the good thing. The good thing is that Donald Trump is going to be the oldest president when he leaves office, assuming that he makes it to 4 years. And so then we can talk about elder abuse of Donald Trump then. In the meantime, we saw Joe Biden actually speak and give interviews and respond to questions about some of these specific pardons, particularly for the January 6th committee that are being referred to.
Okay. So when you see
specific pardons, particularly for the January 6th committee that are being referred to.
Now, this chick right here, bro, it's okay to lose an argument, but it's better to try to learn something from the conversation you're in. That's just what I believe. When you on these panels, you can still represent and lose an argument. It's not yours to lose. You're not the president. Look, I thought he was sharper than that. Everyone else thought he was sharper than that. It came out that he was not at all. He was going through the things that you guys been saying. My bad. But these people never want to give an inch, man. They never want to give an inch. This shows me how immature they are. It shows me that they really don't give a damn about the truth itself. They just care about representing their side. You're supposed to be a lawyer too. You know better than this. You're not defending anybody. These are not your clients. These aren't your clients. You don't have to cap for them. You don't have to lie for anybody on either side, Anna. Neither does Joy Reid. At some point, they need to be honest with themselves. And until you're honest with yourself, nobody's going to believe you anymore. You're going to lose all credibility if you haven't already. So that was Anna Navarro. I used to respect her. I actually did, because I'm not a college educated individual. I went to college, but I dropped out. My pullout game was whack. Ended up impregnating my then girlfriend, now wife, in our first year, like before we went to college. You know, when she brought that information to me, you know, my response was, so what you going to do? Meaning, are you going to get an abortion, or are you planning on keeping it? You know what I mean? But I dropped out of college so I can go ahead and start working and take care of my daughter that was coming. Shout out to Naya, my baby girl, who's now 27, which I'm glad I did. But I'm not college educated. I don't have a college degree. So when I see people who are highly educated, have college degrees, to me, that's highly educated. But I'm finding out more and more and more that people can have 15 million degrees and still be dumb as hell. That's what I'm learning. Even if you're a lawyer. And Kamala really hit me with that one. When I was watching her talk, I'm like, wait a minute, she was an attorney? Really? Wow. I don't see it. I don't hear it. None of her ideas come off to me as intellectual. None of them. Other than what can be, unburdened by what has been. And nobody knows what the hell that means. And when we started to point out the fact that she was saying that, and every single time she spoke, I mean, I'm talking about 4 minutes nonstop of her just saying that, we was talking about that. You know, she stopped saying it. She never said it again. Never said it again. You cannot find another video of her saying that in the 3 months, the last 3 months of the president of her running for president. You can't find it. She was advised to no longer say that. Why? Because that statement was tied to another Marxist individual that they believe she got that line from. Very calculated, but it still did not help her case because everyone know, because that's all she talked about. I was an attorney. I defended the border. I defended the border this way by locking up criminals. That's how I defended it. I was in the court talking to them in their face. I was so mean and lean. They was just shaking in their boots when all that BS, just for us to say, wait a minute, you were a lawyer? And this is your level of intellect? Wow. I can be a lawyer. One thing I will say, she encouraged and inspired a whole lot of people that if she can do it, you know how when you see somebody say, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Kamala gives me that feeling. Like, honestly, I never thought that I can be a lawyer until I met Kamala. Until I started listening to Kamala, I was like, maybe I can be a lawyer. Or maybe that has had something to do with Willie Brown. Certain people pulling, doing certain things. She never went to an Ivy League school. She also got into college off of affirmative action when she was claiming to be a minority, Black, African American. So, yeah, there's so many things with that. But yeah, Anna Navarro, nah, I no longer look at you as one of the smart
Grampy Trump
anymore. You're just not that. You're just not that, in my opinion. I want y'all to hear what hold on one second. Did I do the Chuck shoe? No, okay. So JD Vance, we haven't been hearing a whole lot from him lately. Well, he appeared on a show. He was being interviewed, and I want y'all to hear what he has to say about Kamala when he is asked. I don't know if you've seen this before, but this is absolutely hilarious. And I don't hear any smoke detectors.
How are you doing the job differently than Kamala did it?
Well, I don't have 4 shots of vodka before every meeting. That's one way I think that Kamala really tried to bring herself into the role is these word salads, and I think that I would need the help of a lot of alcohol to answer a question the way that Kamala Harris answered questions. I mean, look, man, I don't know. My sense is, and this is a little bit of guesswork. Obviously, I don't talk to Kamala Harris or Joe Biden very often, but my sense is that.
How are you doing the job differently than Kamala did it?
Well, I don't have 4 shots of vodka before every meeting.
No need to fact check that one. What can be unburdened by what has been. No need to fact check that one at all. Not one bit. Not one bit. Check this out right here. Tell me, do you not think that Kamala is inebriated, bro? Listen to this.
Because when we think about the strength of our democracy, I think that there's a duality to the nature of democracy. When it's intact, it's so strong in terms of what it does to uphold and protect individual rights and freedoms. So strong in its nature. And it's very fragile. It will only be as strong as our willingness to fight for it. Because
that chick was drunk. She was drunk. Definitely drunk. I would say booger sugar, but she don't have enough energy to that's not booger sugar energy. That's not even weed energy. With weed energy, at least she would have been funny. She wouldn't have she would have been more confident, more laid back, more chill. Her thoughts would have been a bit more razor sharp than that. This chick look drunk. Her eyes look like somebody that's been drinking all day. Her hair looked like she just now got finished doing something in the back of the limo. Lucky hubby. Lucky hubby. I'm not going to say she was doing anything with anybody outside of her husband. She was doing it with Doug. Y'all stop being nasty, okay? She was not doing anything with anybody that was not Doug. Although Doug don't look like Doug be smacking hoes. That came out. So maybe it was that. Maybe Doug was trying to get some in the back of the you know, the truck on the way there. You know what I mean? And then she wasn't trying to give it up. So he said, Secret Service, I'm gonna need y'all to get out for a minute. Secret Service, get out. I need to talk to this lady for a minute. Just 1 second. Then they got out. He had to show her a thing or two. You know what I mean? He had to show her exactly what can be unburdened by what has been. That's what he did. He showed her, I'm about to unburden you, god dang it. So yeah, she sounds drunk as hell. She's a drunkard. Here's another one. Hold on. Here's another one. She, with her being like, this is the Kamala that inspires me, that tell me that I can definitely be a daggone an attorney if I want to. You can do all things through Christ, which strengthens you. Check this out, guys. This is absolutely hilarious, man.
On the other side of my, you know, the other folks, Trump and his running mate, and they'll talk about, oh, well, yeah, but I do believe in the exception to save the mother's life. Okay, all right, let's break that down, shall we? Let's break that down. Let's break that down. Action, you know.
I'm so glad she didn't damn win. I'm so glad she didn't win, bro. And I know, listen, for all my Democrat family, friends who are pissed off at me for how I voted, I no longer apologize. This chick, bro, she drunk as hell. Here's another one, man. I know y'all didn't come here for this, but here's another one. This chick is, bro, please let me know in the comments if you believe we dodged a bullet by not selecting her.
For those rights to be maintained, which means we have to be vigilant, and it's just the nature of it. Yes, I mean, look at this beautiful play and everything that we know he had to suppress so much. But he knew, and he took those risks. But we have to be clear-eyed. And it doesn't mean we don't see the beauty in everything, right? These things all coexist. But I believe we fight for something, not against something. Right. And that's our optimism, right?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. With that, I'll leave it.
Drunk aunts are always so fun, though. Like your drunk aunts, your drunk cousins, they're always so fun. So fun to have a conversation with. You don't take advice from them. You definitely don't make them damn president. But the conversations are usually fun. At least for me, they are. At least for me, they are. Vincent Lemoyne. Yo, my man, finally caught you live. I thank God, like you say, every day. Today, he blessed me. Love your truth. Oh man, thank you so much, Vincent. Listen, and I didn't even say anything about God's mercy today to you guys. And I'm grateful that you did first, because sometimes I believe that I'm a little too uh I get into my Christian bag a little too much in these conversations, in these live streams. So I try to leave it out sometimes. But I'm glad. And it fills my heart when you guys do it first. There's been a couple of live streams, guys, and thanks again, Vincent. There's been a couple of live streams where I will have my little glass of Don Julio, just a little bit, or a whiskey or something. Or there's been a live stream or two where I probably smoked some weed an hour before I went live, and I'd be real chill, not as articulate as I would like to be when I go back and watch them. But something I realize is I never look nearly as inebriated as this lady right here. I always have my faculties. Not saying that you should get out there and drink and live stream. If you're a content creator, make sure your head is clear. Make sure your heart is clear. I would do you one even further. Pray before you go live. How about that? Because you want to present your best self. You don't know who's watching your live streams. You don't know who's going to be inside your live streams. There's been times where certain people appeared in my live stream, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Is that really? Get out of here. The Harsh Twins is inside the live stream. Get out of here. You know what I mean? You never know who's going to appear. For some strange reason, and this goes back to Kamala, and this blows my mind. I don't understand why people will not hold her accountable. Why people won't point, and I'm talking about these are individuals who caped for her, who wanted her to win. And I don't have no issue with people backing her and wanting her to win when they had to choose between her and Trump, because the hate that they put on the airwaves all over mainstream media and social media about Trump and anybody else who support Trump, the hate that they put behind seeing someone on the street in a daggone MAGA shirt or a MAGA hat, it's nothing compared to what conservatives say or do to Biden supporters or Kamala supporters. Nothing. And it's extended itself beyond the MAGA merch. And now they're doing whatever they possibly can to destroy Elon Musk and Tesla. Anyone that's driving a Tesla now, we're destroying the Teslas. We're coloring all over them. I don't know if y'all seen the video that I showed yesterday, but this gentleman was out and about with his look at her holding her Hennessy. Don't make no daggone sense. Holding her Hennessy, giving a speech, holding her Hennessy. And look, I'm be honest with you. I typed in Kamala Harris drunk in Twitter. That's what I typed in. And all of these videos popped up of her looking inebriated and drunk as hell. Look at all of these videos. I ain't even play anymore for you. This is just her. This is just who she is. And nobody ever held her accountable. So now this is where we are. People are going out of their way to just say, you know what? F the status quo. We don't care. We're going after anybody that even purchased a daggone Tesla. This brother right here was driving in the car. He's a content creator. He has an all-white Tesla truck, extremely expensive. If you have not seen this, they completely destroyed this man's Tesla. There's videos all over the internet of people being accosted, punched, chased because they have on a MAGA hat, bro. At what point does it become a hate crime At what point does it become a hate crime? That's a real question. I want some real answers, because if somebody was to chase somebody on the street because they're gay, chase somebody on the street because they're trans, chase somebody on the street because they're black, chase somebody on the street because they're white. Matter of fact, if somebody chased somebody on the street because they're white, nothing's going to happen to them. Nothing at all. You don't even have to give anybody any proof anymore. If you're black, you could just say that they called me the N-word. Police show up after you done stab somebody. You be like, they called me the N-word. They be like, oh, my bad. Let me take these cuffs up off you. I apologize for that, brother. There should be none of that in this country. No more racism. We apologize. But they'd be like, they attack me because I am in the LGBTQAI plus community. They'll just let it slide. Be like, oh, my bad. We would have none of that hate here. But if you got on MAGA stuff, shit, get them. If you're driving a Tesla, get them. They don't care. If a black man goes and punch a white man in the face, all he has to say is, he called me the N-word. That was not that was my computer that beeped. I know y'all heard that. That was my computer that beeped. That was not no smoke detectors. All right. Thank you so much for the super chat. Big dog. Big dog. It reads, as someone in the recovery coaching committee, this woman needs help. If you think going on live TV inebriated was a good idea, she is being affected by her drinking. This man knows what he's talking about. If you've ever heard of Al-Anon meetings, he help out people often. He had these conversations often. Very well versed. That's what his channel is actually about. He recognizes somebody who's dealing with those demons, so to speak. Thank you, Jeff. Also, the left is attacking people who purchased electric cars. Read that again. And they were the one pushing electric cars. But now, if you drive an electric car, drive one that's not a Tesla. Because we all know that the owner of Tesla is friends with Trump, and he also runs an agency called Doge, where he's holding people accountable and want them to work for the money that taxpayers are paying them. He's an animal. You're an animal if you want people to earn their keep. Check this out right here, man. I don't know if y'all seen this, but here we go.
Into my car, y'all. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at that.
Y'all see this? Clown American. I don't know what this is. Is this paint? War. Bro, somebody destroyed my car. Destroyed my car while I was taking you up to the doctor. Destroyed my car. This is no cap. Look at this. All on my windshield. All right in this. Look at this. My car is destroyed.
I think it's rather impressive that they were armed with all those colors of paint, like right there on the spot. Who's just walking around with red, purple, pink, green, yellow, all of those colors of paint? That, and I'm just being honest with you, bro. Like, that's rather impressive. Who's walking around with all that damn paint? Just ready for when I see a Tesla, I got all of the colors with me today. Y'all not ready for me. They got paintbrushes. They got everything. Also, as expensive as that damn truck is, it should have drove away by itself. It should have driven away. Wait a minute. Somebody's painting on me. I'm going to text the owner that I'll be right back. Circle the block. The Tesla should have driven away. That's just what I say. That's just what I say. Also, so here's another one. I'm hold on one second. Train for. So look at this video right here. In this video, a lady starts an argument with a man because he has on a MAGA hat. Then she tries to take it off of his head, physically remove it from his head. It then chases him out of the train, falls on her daggone face. This is absolutely ridiculous, man. And then the white lady, she's the guy that got on the hat is Hispanic. The lady that's accusing him of being racist is white, and she's pointing at his hat. And she's saying, that's race. Look, I'm not even going to explain it. Y'all check this out, man. And if you did not like this video yet, please make sure you do so. That's the only way the algorithms show that we're doing what we're supposed to do. All right? Hit the like button. Hit it.
That's why he won. Because people like you. That's why he won. That is why he won. Because of people like you need to stop it. Let him live.
Bro, just like, bro, chill, bro.
You're okay with that? He's a racist.
I'm so okay.
How can I be
He's
racist?
a racist.
Okay with it.
If you
I'm
fucking
so
voted
okay
for
with
Trump,
it.
you're
I'm
a
so
racist.
He's so wrong.
He's a racist.
How can I be racist?
No, he's not. Leave him alone.
Doesn't watch the news.
You realize he was a
I'm
Democrat.
highly educated.
Oh, are you? I guess why are you wearing that hat?
Only on, I don't know how long the Democrats been running New York since who knows how long. But then Trump comes in and just fixes it.
Alright, well, this is my stuff. I hope you enjoy the hat.
Oh, she just attacked her. She just
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Yes. Yes. I love it. F around and find out, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let me tell you something. That's Superman right there. She tried to chase cuz. This is hilarious right here. She tried to look at main man's posture and his, like how he's running. This dude run track. Like that's the posture of a track runner right there. That's somebody that got some. Oh man. You see that extension though, and the knees lifted up. I don't know if you have family that run track, but this is how you're supposed to do it. This dude, now you're not supposed to run because you got on a damn MAGA hat. And it's a little lady. That's a little lady. That is a little lady, and he leaves and runs. Hold up, but we gotta see this again.
Oh, she just attacked her.
Boom. Yes. Yes. That is nothing but God right there. That's how you do it. Look, face down, ass up. If you ever heard the song, you know the rest of it. That's how you're supposed to do it right there. She fell right on her chin. Her chin, she fell on her chin and her niblets. All right. Now, she can finally put her breasts to use because they help with the fall. At least I think. But I know we're having fun with this. Let's bring it back. This is probably the only thing that will make me put on a MAGA hat. I'm dead ass. Not because I want to. Hold on 1 second. Hey, baby. Hey, sweetie.
Where you at? You here?
Yeah, I'm recording downstairs. You need me? You sure?
Yeah, I could text you. I was gonna ask something about food.
Oh, okay, baby.
Hey, nothing.
Love you, baby. All right, so check this out. This is probably the only reason why I will wear a MAGA hat, and I don't want to do that just to start no stuff because it's just not my style. I'm just being dead ass with you. It's like wearing Washington Redskins paraphernalia. Burgundy and gold don't match with much of anything, but I'm a Skins fan. I try to every now and again. Is what it is. Red and white, I'm sure y'all match that up with a lot. It probably even go with my jacket and everything. It's just not my style. But seeing this right here make me want to wear it. I have like 4. It makes me want to wear it. Why? Because I wish a mother would try to reach up to me and snatch something off of my damn head. Ooh, I wish it wouldn't have went that way. She wouldn't have fell on her face. She wouldn't have fell. We would have never gotten to that point. I wouldn't have ran. Ain't no way in the goddamn world. As a matter of fact, I would have probably embarrassed her in the train station because I'm a grown ass man. Watch how you talk to me, Slim. I ain't got to answer your questions as to why I'm wearing something. You're going to point at me and call me racist because of what I got on? Try to get all loud and embarrass me on the train? Oh, it's on. I love it. Let's do it. I'm going to talk about your mama. I'm talking about your ugly ass kids. I'm talking about your grandmama. I'm talking about your aunts. I'm talking about all your uncles, all your baby fathers. I'm talking about you from your toes to the crown of your head. I'm gonna cook you. You would have felt so bad once I was done. It would have been to a point where I probably would have had to beat a man's ass on a train station because they came to your defense. That's because I would not have put my hands on a woman unless she would have tried, but just a quick block and pop, bow. Keep your hands over there. Just a quick block and pop, bow. Block, pop. That's it. Somebody reach for you, block, pop, pow. That's it. A quick block and pop. I'm not gonna put my hands on her, but I would have embarrassed the hell out that lady. But these things, this makes me want to put on a daggone MAGA hat just to step out, be like, man, I wish you would. Fortunately and unfortunately, that's not my spirit. I don't step outside for confrontation. I know how stupid people are. It's dumb as hell. That's like back in the day when I used to wear a shirt. I used to wear a shirt to work. And let me know if this shirt was disrespectful or not. I used to wear a shirt to work that had Nat Turner name on it. And underneath his name, it had Nah. I used to wear that to work. In a government building. Around all of my employees, supervisor, everybody. I did not give a damn. But I've matured. I've grown up. I grew up. I grew up, effing screw up. Got introduced to the game and effing blew up. All right, but yeah, I see why, man. So that block and pop, bow. When you got on that hat and you see somebody reach for you, just block, bow. And while they looking at your hand go that way, they ain't gonna see your hand coming to pop them right in the back of the damn neck. Pow, block, pop. All right. So that was the self-defense segment of the show. Hopefully you learned something from it. Yeah. Y'all ain't know we had a self-defense segment, did you? Yeah. Now you do. See that? But people are just ridiculous, man. People are ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. And look at this guy's face, man. Look at this guy's face right here. This guy got beat up for having on a MAGA hat. Look at his face, man. All he did. Whoa. They made this man look like a damn alien. This looked like a TikTok filter. All because he decided to wear a damn MAGA hat.
I was walking on Canal. It was some sort of event. And I got jumped for wearing this hat. Started cursing at me. Saying, Trump hat, blah, blah, blah. And basically, one kid took my head and bashed it against the scaffolding pole. It all happened within 10 seconds. I jumped out, across the street, and I called the cops. This is my situation right now.
Nope. I give it to you even better. If you try to accost somebody for wearing a MAGA hat, I think the person that you're trying to that's defending himself should be able to shoot you and get away with it. It should be self-defense. When you see stuff like this, come on, it's self-defense. He would have been right to defend himself. The person that smashed his head into a pole because he had on a hat, they should have been shot. Their back pockets should have felt like it was being microwaved. I'm gonna put a hot shot in your ass. I ain't got time for all that, man. Hey, Joe, my bad, man. I know. Sometimes I play very low videos and sometimes I play high videos. My bad, brother. I apologize for blowing out your speakers and everything. Trying to get this a little better. Were there any instances where somebody was accosted for wearing Kamala or Biden paraphernalia? It's wild. It's wild. Man, look at this. This daggone dude. That's a woman.
You love Trump?
What?
You love Trump?
Yeah, why? Stay away from me. Stay away from me.
Piece of shit.
Fucking weirdo.
You love Trump?
What?
You love Trump?
Yeah, why?
This dude right here didn't have on any MAGA paraphernalia whatsoever. He didn't have on any MAGA shirts, no MAGA shoes, no MAGA hat. And a man lady walking by him and is walking by him says, "Hey, you love Trump?" I don't know what it is about this guy that says he loves Trump, but maybe because he's a white man. Don't know. So Cuz asked him, "Do you love Trump?" And he said, "Yeah." And then he just started chasing him. People are so silly. Can I give y'all some advice? You can't get chased if you don't run. Stand on business, man. Stop being pussy. God damn, bro. I say gods, okay? Gods. Dang. Some people be like, you said God, don't use God's name in vain. I'm a super Christian. My job is to make sure you stay right so you can get into heaven. That's my job, bro. I got to make sure I'm right. The scary part is the left truly thinks Trump supporters are evil. They dehumanize them in order to justify violence against them. Yep. Spot on, Stephanie. Spot on. They got to make a villain. They got to create something that can help them get their ignorance out. They got to be able to, you know what I mean? I know that probably don't mean nothing, but Stephanie, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Don't run. Don't run. If you out there with your stuff on, don't run. Forget them. Let them listen. You got something to say? Sorry you feel that way, but I don't owe you no apologies for a damn thing whatsoever. And if you come into my personal space, I will defend myself. Not even going to argue with you. I'm just letting you know I'm not moving. You come into my personal space, I'm going to jab you right in your damn throat. Everybody's a tough guy until they get punched in the mouth. Facts. Everybody talk all that stuff. You think that brother would have daggone came running to him? Look, yeah, I love Trump. Why? Why you asking? You want to talk about it? Then you start walking toward me. Wait a minute. Why are you walking toward me, Slim? I'm gonna let you know this right now. Step into my personal space. I'm gonna whoop your ass. As a matter of fact, before I whoop your ass, I'm gonna see if somebody's standing around, somebody near me. I'm gonna take out my phone. I'm gonna put it on camera, and I'm gonna say, record this. We about to go viral. Yeah. At any event, yeah. So that's the live stream for today. I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it with a thumbs up or 100. That would be absolutely appreciated. For everybody that liked the video, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. That's the only price of admission for our streams. Simply like the videos. All right. And if you share them, thank you for that as well. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. And thank you for your 2 pennies. Everybody that participated in the chat. Thank you for all my super chatters as well. Thank you to all my blues. Those are my moderators inside of the chat. Thank you so much, guys. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all already know what it is. And shout out to everybody who bought me a coffee during the chat. I saw them come through. And if anyone purchased the course for the YouTube content creation course, thank you so much. And if you did not already, it's inside the link. Very first link in the descriptions. All right. Check it out. I promise you, it's worth it. It's worth it. All right. And shout out to all of the LFR family content creators. Y'all are dope. Y'all know who y'all are. We was at capacity last night, son. That's what I'm talking about, son. You can't get in unless you on time. People trying to show up late. No, show up late if you want. You're not going to get in the club. We at capacity. For anybody that want to learn anything about content creation, please check this out right here. And if you want to know about my VIP white glove services, email me the word coach and VIP. Love y'all. See you on the next live stream. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age. I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.